Hey guys, I'm Daniel and this is another Advantage Moment. If you've watched any of the videos below, you know that we've discussed a wide variety of topics ranging from the basics of mental illness, the language that helping professionals use, and the stigma of counseling. In this next series of videos, we'll be discussing all the various types of mental illnesses, including their symptoms and different treatments. Today's topic is depression. Now, depression is more than just feeling sad or going through tough times.
Everything okay?
No.
It's estimated that 16 million American adults suffered at least one major depressive episode in the past year. That's almost 7% of the population. Depression can affect people of all ages, ethnicities, and socioeconomic backgrounds. Now, before we go any further, let me emphasize this one point. It's important to get a medical checkup to see if there's any biological or environmental causes for depressive symptoms. If there is an underlying medical condition, like an immune disease, a virus, or hormonal challenges, it's important to make sure you get that treated. Even some medications that treat other illnesses can cause depression. Drug and alcohol abuse can also cause depression. All of this medical information is needed to address the symptoms of depression. So what are symptoms of depression? Changes in sleep. Many people have trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, or sleeping much longer periods of time than they're used to. Changes in appetite. People with depression can lose their appetite and thus start losing weight. Other people use food to cope with their depression symptoms and can gain weight. Lack of concentration. People who are clinically depressed have difficulty concentrating. Even simple and enjoyable things like reading the newspaper or watching TV can be difficult. Loss of interest. People who are depressed may lose interest in activities that used to bring them joy or cause them to experience pleasure. Hopelessness. Depression can make people have a very grim outlook on the future. They can begin to believe that nothing good will ever happen to them or that they will never feel better again. This negative mindset can lead to thoughts of suicide. If it ever gets to that, this needs to be taken very seriously. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I've experienced all of those symptoms at one point or another. Do I have depression? Do I need to see someone?
Start panicking!
Is something wrong with me?
This is the perfect time to panic!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Take it down a couple notches. It is perfectly normal to experience many of these symptoms throughout life. Plus, I'm not a mental health professional, so I'm not here to diagnose. Relax. In order for someone to be diagnosed with depression, they must experience several of the previously discussed symptoms on nearly a daily basis. So if you're experiencing these symptoms for more than 2 weeks, and there's no medical or environmental causes, then you might be suffering from depression. Again, let me reiterate, it is very important to see a doctor so that you can be examined thoroughly. So now that you know what depression is and its symptoms, you might be wondering what causes depression. Scientists believe that there are several factors that lead to depression. Trauma. Trauma is a deeply distressing or disturbing experience that happens to an individual. Some trauma is serious enough to cause significant long-term changes to the brain, especially if it happens early in life. People who have a history of childhood trauma are more likely to experience depression. Genetics. There seems to be a genetic trend in families with regards to mood disorders like depression. Life circumstances, relationship, and socioeconomic status, along with environmental factors, can affect whether or not someone develops depression. Brain structure. Image scans of the brain have actually shown that activity in the frontal lobe decreases. Drug and alcohol abuse. Approximately 30% of people who abuse drugs or alcohol have depression. So now you see, depression is a lot more than just being sad. It's a complicated condition that can have several factors influencing it. So how does one go about getting help for depression? Depression often responds to treatment, and the good news is that there are several options available. Some of the most common treatment options are medication. These do not cure depression, but simply help reduce or control the symptoms of depression. Therapy. This includes seeing a mental health professional to help you cope with the symptoms of mental illness and restructure your thinking habits. There are several other treatment options available, like light therapy, meditation, exercise, faith, and prayer. The best overall treatment for depression is often some mixture of several of these treatments. It might take some time to get the desired effects, but they've been proven effective at alleviating the symptoms of depression. So there you have it. You're now an expert on depression, so you may begin publishing books and writing papers on the topic.
That is not correct.
That's a lie. Don't do that. In all seriousness, no video or pamphlet can make you an expert on mental illness, especially depression. If you want to research this topic further, go to the web address below. Hopefully what I've accomplished today is to begin a dialogue, educate, and possibly redirect some of the misunderstandings related to the subject of depression. If you were a skeptic, or still are, hopefully this video has informed you about depression and spurs you to do some research later on. But also I hope this video offers hope and empathy to those who have depression or those whose loved ones have this condition. You're not alone. Many people struggle with depression. Not only are you not alone, but there are various resources at your disposal to help you start or begin your journey towards recovery. We're available to serve individuals who struggle with depression, as well as their families. For more information, please call us at 706-389-6767 or go to our website, advantagebhs.org. At the top of the page, you'll find links to our various services. If you think you or someone you love is struggling with depression, I want to encourage you to take the next step and get the help you want. Maybe that's giving us a call. Maybe it's getting someone you trust to make the call. Maybe that's speaking with a guidance counselor, coach, teacher, or a trusted family member or friend. Whatever that next step might be, just know that we at Advantage are eagerly waiting to walk through this journey with you. Again, my name's Daniel, and this has been another Advantage Moment. Thanks for watching.